Fred is most definitely here this weekend. It's good to see Andy back on the. Which number does Andy run his name? But it's the ages of his children when he first started racing. Yeah, ages of children when he first started riding. Right, away we go then. Who's going to get the jump? Looks like a pretty clean start for most people. Looks like a real problem there for the 161 machine of Alicia Layton. She did not get off the line at all. She's dead last as we go to Coppers, so maybe she's secondary. Hey, Harvey's first, so there we go. Simon Harvey from third on the grid makes the best of the start there. We'll wait for the rookie Minitwins to get away. Yeah, Tim Wood is the championship leader. He's had quite a few wins this year. James Egan and George Davies. It's going to be interesting to see how Robert Bryant, the pole position man, gets on, because I don't see his name as having scored any points this year. And away we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right, mate. That looks like Andy Friend's bike to me. Well, either way, it's out the front, so you'll be able to get a really good look at it as he goes up through Coppers, hotly pursued by a bunch of other orange-vested rookies. We've all been there, done that, some longer ago than others, but yep, never forget that everybody has worn that orange vest at some stage of their racing career as they disappear around. What can you see from where you're sitting, buddy?
Yeah, it looks like the 941 leading the 606. So 941, we've got Liam Wood leading Robert Bryant in the rookie Minitwins, and then the 400s are making their way through Mansfield now, and Simon Harvey there looks as though he's the man in the race lead, but in fact it's not, because it's at the 110, but difficult to tell from this distance there. We haven't watched him as he go through the chicane there and in towards the bottom of the mountain. Is that Mark Haig leading the way there? I didn't quite catch a number on that one, but it's certainly number 67, Simon Harvey, in second place. Now the rookie Minitwins are making their way around Chris Curve and in towards the gooseneck now, and it is still the 941 of Liam Wood, the man from Cheltenham, ahead of Rob Bryan, the 606, the man from Seaford. And that is your top two as you come down from the gooseneck and in towards Mansfield for the first time. The 400s then deep into the woodland section, and then we're making the way around Barn any moment now, but it was Simon Harvey in second place last time around. Is that a rider down on the exit of Barn?
Off yesterday, you just saying there, Matt. Okay, well,
Keith, there's a rider off at the exit of Barn.
Okay, can't see it from where I'm sitting, mate, so if it's Barn, it's very early in the corner, must be into the braking zone. It'll be one of our 400s who's not going to make it across the line. Who's not made it? I'll tell you what, I think it's Simon Harvey, the man. No, it's not Simon Harvey. Simon's a different number. No, Jay. Yeah, it is Simon Harvey.
Yes, Simon's not there in second, where he was last time around. It's Steve Rapper up in the second place, so Simon Harvey, you're right, he's not there in the group.
Oh, it's a great shame, because Simon was looking like good for his first decent result all year, I think. They're right. Okay, rookie Minitwins over the line then, and that is Liam Wood, who's leading the way from Robert Bryant. So good opening lap for Liam there. There's Hopkins in third, then Eggerton, series leader Wood down in fifth place. Then there's Chris Svensson, Love Davies, who's dropping down along with us, Harvey, and looks like Cragg. I'm not sure if Angela was there, to be fair, so that'll be why she's scurrying down towards the back of the grid. I'm not sure Skaman's there either. So looks like Cragg, Fernley and Skaman didn't actually make the start, unfortunately, but they were without times at the start there. But Jake Donkersley, it was who led the way. And so a quick look. It's very confusing with the 400 scores. Now, he is showing in the regular 400 class, and yeah, he picked up a few podiums. He's had 5 thirds, a second, but hasn't actually claimed a gold medal yet, Jake. And let's see what he can do about that.
I think there was a change of the race lead there for the 400s. To me there, Keith, it looked like there was the Honda VFR, number 90, Steve Rapper, who's leading the way at the moment then, over the top of the mountain. You'll be able to watch them just about as they flick in towards Hall Bends, but I believe Steve Rapper is at the front of this one now.
Okay, Matt's just pointed out something. He thinks Steve Rapper's on dry weather tyres. He thinks 110.8. So again, we keep forgetting that the tyre thing could still have a role to play, even on the 400s as well. So over the line we go, and it's the number 90 of Steve Rapper who leads the way. Tell you what, if Steve Rapper can hold on to this gold medal, I think it's time to get the old Pope on the phone to get a miracle declared, because I think that'll be Steve's first ever win. Well deserved. He's one of those guys who puts a lot into his racing. Donkersley does indeed lose the lead. Haig moves past on Sims as well. Right. So, Formula 400 S/R, this is where it gets very confusing. There's so many classes in the Formula 400. So Ollie Sims is showing us a sub 64, so that makes you think he's on his Ninja machine. Right, Bryant and Woods moved up there. He's now leading the Minitwins. ahead of Brian Hopkins. I'm getting my Woods mixed up. We've got two Woods there. 941 Wood.
Yeah, that's Liam Wood.
So Liam Wood is a 941. Sorry, Tim, because I haven't got the initial in front. That's the problem. So it is Liam Wood who's leading Brian Hopkins, Egerton, and championship leader Tim Wood. There we go. Svensson loses a couple of places on that lap. Davies makes up a couple of places. Barrett goes past and Harrison, but obviously the main action is that the front there, where Steve Rapper leads Jake Donkersley. Though according to my timing screen, mate, Jake has regained that lead somewhere in the first half of the lap. So let's see, fastest of all on that particular lap in the first sector at least is the third place man Mark Haig. But we do wonder, as Matt just pointed out, if we're going to run into tyre issues, because okay, a little Aprilia two-stroke doesn't ease its way through wet weather tyres like some machines do, but nonetheless, wet weather tyres and sunny dry conditions don't tend to go very well together, do they?
No, you're absolutely right on that one there. And it's got a few of the rookie mini-twins just making their way in towards the chicane then for the minor placings, but it looked to me as though Rob Bryan had dropped down to around about third place then in that rookie mini-twin race at this stage. But I was just having a look at the different bikes that we've got out there. Of course, Andy Gill not here, Hayden and Nick Smith not here this weekend either, so seeing quite a few names that we don't normally see at the sharp end there at the moment. But Jake Donkersley leading the way ahead of Steve Rapper. Now, here's a question for you, Keith. When was the last time we saw two Honda VFR 400s leading the 400s?
I'm not that old, mate. I tell you, I don't know how much longer though, mate, because going about a second quicker than either of them that time round, at least a second quicker than either of them, was Mark Haig there in third place on the little Aprilia 250. So I'm not going to give the medal off to Japan just yet, I'm afraid, because it could be the Japanese and Italian connection thing going on there, because that's a very rapid machine that Mark Haig's got there. And just having a quick look at the points for the year, I don't think Mark has featured too heavily in the overall conditions. But we haven't seen much of Mark this year. I've just realised actually he's not been out to play. He came out at Donington last time, picked up a couple of podiums in the sub-64 class. But he's right up there at the very sharp end of the main class.
He's ahead of Steve Rapper now. He's up in the second place, is Mark Haig now. So just Jake Donkersley to go there before Mark Haig could potentially be leading this race then on the RS250 Aprilia. But you're right, Mark Haig there. We've always complimented how good looking the RS250 Aprilia is in the hands of Mark Haig. But he's right up there in second place now, behind Jake Donkersley and ahead of number 90 Steve Rapper, the early race leader then.
Well, it's Chesterfield colours on the Mark Haig machine, which is a kind of traditional colours to that bike, but it's got nothing to do with the fags, apparently. It's more to do with the car clinic. But yeah, he's definitely up to second place there, so Steve Rapper has been demoted. And I wonder if we just saw Freddie Bate go past on Kane Watt on the straight here. Lee's got past on Watson on that particular lap as well. Looking out for the rookie mini-twins, and it was looking very good indeed for Liam Wood last time across the line, and a little bit further back obviously, but Liam was leading James Egerton by about 7.5 seconds, so definitely some traction going on there. So again, it's another 12-lap race. Conditions here at Cadwell, for those listening at home, is perfectly bone dry. Right, here go the mini-twins then. Right, they're starting to mix it with the slower sub-64 and 400s. Manson Chubb, I think, is the first one who's becoming a bit of a backmarker for these guys. So let's hope they can get past him cleanly. But certainly Liam Wood has managed it very successfully indeed. And I think he might have about an 11-second gap there, because he's absolutely flying out there. It gets all very confusing with the back markers being thrown in. Certainly Tim Wood went past on Hopkins. That's an important one, because that's an extra couple of points for Tim Wood and his championship hopes there. But Liam Wood is leading the way. Let's see how he's doing. Yeah, I thought that was another new name for me. I've got a feeling I've heard the name before. Maybe he's raced at another club or something like that, Liam Wood. I'm not a total mini-twin virgin, I'm feeling, but certainly knows his way around here very well, and certainly ready to upset the apple cart and potentially claim 50 points in the Bemsee Championship as well. So it could be a good day at the office.
Impressed with his race lead at the moment, but that battle is still raging on for second place. I think that's them just tipping in towards the chicane now. You can watch them come under the bridge and in towards the bottom of the mountain now. That's second, third, fourth and fifth, all line astern in towards the bottom of that mountain and into the left, over to the right hand side and back over the top before heading in towards Hall Bends. But our race leader then in that particular class, number 941 Liam Wood, the man from Cheltenham. That's GGL Racing Suzuki for Liam Wood there as the race leaders in the 400s come past once more, and it is still number 115 Jake Donkersley leading the way ahead of the RS252 stroke of Mark Haig 110, and then Steve Rapper still holding station in third place on the number 90 Honda.
Just having a quick look there, mate. It could be good news for James Egginton here, because if he does manage to beat his rival by a couple of places here, and yeah, he's gone backwards on that particular low. So 941, it's Liam Wood who's gone backwards. Sorry, Kevin Wood's mixed up here. So rookie Minitwins leader is now James Egginton ahead of Tim Wood. Right, those guys have come across the line. Keep an eye on this battle, buddy. They're going to be up near you soon. Half a second between them, and this is obviously a championship battle, and effectively this is the last lap for the 25 points as well. So Tim Wood really needs to get past James Egginton to get another 5-point advantage. That will give him a 3-race advantage if he can manage to do that. So that's where the action lies in this race, mate, because clearly Liam Wood's had a bit of a wobble somewhere, gone backwards, but Egginton and Wood over the line, mate. 1-2-2 over 2-3-7 there. Hopkins in third. I was wondering if these unknown names were going to get in the mix there, and that would have been good news for Egginton if he could stay ahead of Wood with a couple of people behind him, get some bonus points, but it's effectively a double points race. You're back with us, buddy.
Yeah, sorry, just having a drink of water then, so it just seems to have a bit of a cough recently, but nonetheless, I can watch them in towards the chicane, and I believe it is Tim Wood, number 237, ahead of James Egginton now. So in towards the bottom of the mountain there. That's their third and fourth in that battle there, Keith, into the bottom of the mountain.
Well, keep an eye on that, because this is a critical lap, because, according to what I got here then, mate, it's going to be Jake Donkersley claiming the 25 points at the first half of the race, and he's 0.7 of a second ahead of Mark Haig, who's going quicker every single lap, went half a second quicker there. So we've got a battle in the 400s there. Steve Rapper picks up third overall, second in class. I'm not going to worry about the classes there. There's too many, but I'm going to keep an eye on this rookie mini-twin battle, which is coming towards us very shortly indeed, because, again, there's critical points here, and it's going to be Egginton ahead of Wood, so the gap goes down to 65 points in the championship now. Alicia Layton now getting beaten up by the Minitwins in the straight line as well.
400s are with me, sorry, and it's Mark Haig who now leads the way ahead of Jake Donkersley. The 1-1-0-2 stroke leads the 1-1-5-4 stroke. Jake Donkersley a little bit squirrely on the way in towards Mansfield. Let's have a look at the gap then. Mark Haig into the chicane, and yeah, that was a slight mistake then from Jake Donkersley, but they are through the chicane now, and here comes the rookie Minitwins. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, 8 of them in fact, are going through the dip and up towards Park Corner. Try and catch what order they will come around. Chris Kirban down the gooseneck in towards Mansfield in, but they are out of Park Corner now and tipping into that fast right-hander then, the long hanging right-hander of Chris Kirb then, and we'll keep a watchful eye over that particular battle then. So Tim Wood still ahead of James Egginton then. So Tim Wood at the front of that particular battle, and James Egginton in fact is behind the number 606 of Rob Bryan. So in that battle it is the number 237 of Tim Wood at the front of that battle, and fourth place in that battle is James Egginton.
Okay, so that was Alicia Layton's light going out a little bit late. I was wondering if there's a bit of a change of place. I think Alicia's got right there with the rookie Minitwins going past her. But anyway, Mark Haig has indeed taken the lead now, so he's got a half-second advantage, and we've got 5 laps left in this race. So that's good for Mark Haig. If he can hang on to that, that'll be his first win in this class, I think. Certainly, I think he might have picked up the odd sub-64 win, but I don't think he's had a overall win. So let's hope he can stay there. Certainly his fan club will be cheering him on, as Tim Wood now, I think, is coming over across the line. Looks like Tim Wood has reached out and managed to find a pair. So he's going to... Oh, and I'll tell you what, it's good news, because Bryant's gone with him as well. So that's Egginton demoted to third place, which is a bit annoying for him. He needs to get back on terms with the man in front of him, because he's actually lost 2 places on that lap. So not a good lap for Egginton, going a couple of seconds slower than his rivals there. Yeah, Alicia goes back by 4 places there. Still leading the Formula 400 rookies, though, so fair play to her. Looking good for a gold medal there. Look at the rest of them. Who we got there? Dave Hopkins, then Davies up next. Then is Crisp and Luff. So yeah, Mark Haig then taking the front ahead of Jake Donkersley. Sorry, Steve Rapper. Comfortable gap over Freddie Bate there. Cade Water, similar to the gap behind. A little bit of a battle going on there for 6th place and 7th, or 6th really is, between Lee and Sims there. and that's a Formula 400 sub-64 rookie. Boy, there's too many of these rookie classes getting chucked in. I seem to recall a time when if you wanted a medal, you had to actually win a race. Right, somebody off there going into Coppers again. I can see a rider walking back. That must be a long way, or that bike is tucked away behind the bridge. No, can't quite see it. Looks like we've lost somebody. I'm not quite sure who. We'll wait until the timing screen catches up. Big old gaggle of bikes going at the bottom of the mountain. Is that the...
That's the rookie Minitwins.
I think, isn't it? Yeah.
So I'm trying to catch them as they come around here. That's
you're right.
Yep, third place, Steve Rapper in the Formula 400, just coming past me now. Next up is the number 17 machine of Freddie Bate, the man from Atterbury.
Okay.
Go on.
No, just trying to see who we lost there, mate. But I was thinking Donkersley actually went fastest in sector 1. Right, here come the Minitwins then. So let's have a look, because we think there's some changes there. It's Robert Bryan who's gone back to the front. Tim Wood is now second. Third of the Minitwins is now James Eggerton. Then it's Hopkins and Davies up next. There goes Crisp, I think, over the line. Yeah, that is indeed him as well. He's 6th of the Minitwins. So not quite sure who we lost there. Nobody seems to be dropping down the order. So maybe it's somebody a bit further back. I just heard a number on the radio. Didn't quite hear the whole one. But we'll wait and see. So it looks like... there, I guess, no, yeah, I wonder, it looks like Alicia Layton, unfortunately. Looks like tumble number 2 of the day for Alicia, I'm afraid, because the people who are now going past her on the screen are doing similar sort of lap times to her, so I'd be surprised if they've actually managed to catch and pass her. Might be wrong on that one, but I think unfortunately that's Alicia Layton, so we see Alicia walk away from her second incident of the day. So it's a great shame for the young lady there, who's really starting to find her feet on that bike. She had some good results in the Ninjas there, and unfortunately for her, unfortunately the good thing I can say is there's only one way to go from being that far down, and that's up, of course. So we'll wait and see how she gets on tomorrow as Jake Donkersley comes across the line ahead of Mark Haig. Steve Rapper, Freddie Bate, no change, but Ollie Sims moves past on Lee as well, therefore 6th place overall. Just going to wait for the battle of those Minitwins to come towards us, because that's where the main interest is. Minitwins now up to the 9th place overall, and wait for them to join us very shortly indeed. Should be Robert Bryan once again. We're just checking through the binoculars there for him to come towards us, and it is indeed the man who was on pole position at the start of this race. Well, his fortunes have certainly fluctuated, but right now with 3 laps to go, he is looking good. Davies chases Wood over the line again, still all very close there. Eggerton a little bit further back. He's got Hopkins, a very close company as well. Perry going back 3 places in the Formula 400s as those Minitwins go past him as well. Certainly the Minitwins proving to be the class of this field, though the fastest lap of the race is held by a 400. That's Jake Donkersley, who has found his way back past on Mark Haig. They're just working their way through the hall bends now. They're going to come across the line to complete lap number 10, so just 2 laps left. So Mark Haig wants to get his grubby little mitts on that gold medal. He's going to have to find a little bit more pace, because the leader is into the 44s, a 44.5 for Jake, and a 45.3, which is his PB last time round. Over the line they go then, and it's Haig back past Donkersley, mate, so only by the 12.5, so they were alongside. They go up through Coppers, and I think the leaders in the 400 are going to work their way through. Charlie's come off the top of the hill. Oh, somebody going down there. Sorry, mate, just about to hand over, and that looks like a rookie rider tumbling there, and yeah, he's certainly given it the whole spin cycle down there. No problems at all. That was a high side coming out of the chicane. I'm not sure who that is. Marshall's quickly on the spot to recover the stricken bike. The rider is up perfectly okay. So if you're expecting your rider to be going across the top of the mountain about now, I'm afraid he won't be. He'll be walking home, or he'll be coming home in the van of shame. And again, we'll pick up who that is, because obviously they tripped the timing beam out the back there. We'll wait and see. 177, so that's bad news, unfortunately, for Mr. Hopkins. That's which Hopkins? That's Michael Hopkins, who was doing quite so well there. So Michael Hopkins, unfortunately, his tyres decided to cry enough and send him skywards. That's a great shame. Sorry, mate, I was going to hand over to you and ask how that battle for the lead in the 400s is going, but it's now already back to the chicane. It's going to be coming out of the chicane back towards me. I'm not giving you much of a chance to talk here, am I?
It's all right, give my throat a bit of a rest. But no, the rookie Minitwins are back past me now, but no, you're right. It was, still believe Haig and Donkersley and Haig, whenever I look at them, they're always in a different order there, so it's very difficult to call there, but you're right, they're already back over the top of the mountain and in towards Hall Bends.
Okay, waiting for them to head towards us once again. The last lap flag now being prepared. I can see Lottie hanging it out there, chief of start line. Here they come then. This is the battle of the 400s, and it's the Chesterfield machine out in front, the head of the VFR. So is your money on the Aprilia or the Honda, mate?
Oh, well, it's a difficult one to call, really, isn't it? But, you know, they're both nice guys, both lovely bikes as well, but it's going to be the best man that wins this one, I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I guess it's kind of a Suzuki versus Honda battle, if you want to be realistic about it. Certainly, Jake Donkersley was quick in the second sector there as he got the gap back down a quarter of a second. And I reckon they're with you already, aren't they?
Yeah, they've just gone through the dip and up towards the other side. It's Mark Haig on the two-stroke ahead of Jake Donkersley on the four-stroke there. Looking further back there, Steve Rapper in, well, actually, how far, what kind of lap times are Steve Rapper and Freddie Bate doing?
1:44's Rapper and Bate are in the 47-46. It's about 3 seconds slower than the leaders.
I think it's a little bit too late then for Freddie Bate then, but I thought we may be mounting a late race challenge, but Mark Haig still holds on to the race lead into the Mansfield section. And you say this is the last lap for the final time then, yeah?
Sure is, mate, yeah, absolutely. The leaders coming down into Mansfield now.
They're into the chicane there, and it is Mark Haig just ahead of Jake Donkersley. You'll see them now, Keith, 1 and 2 right there.
Yeah, coming towards me, and as we all know, it's very difficult to pass in this last section of the track. And I have to say, the twisty bit should suit the little Aprilia. What it might lack in herbs at the top end, and not very many at all. It certainly should benefit for confusing all the bikes on the track and things like that. But I think we'll see the body language when he comes across the line. I think Mark Haig might know he's certainly done well in the race. Maybe he doesn't know he's won the race, because obviously you're kind of used to seeing. Oh no, it's Honda Power out of the corner. Oh, unfortunately, he's going to lose down in the straight line. That's side by side across the line. Oh, that was a class move there. I think Jake knows he's won the race. He punches there with me. And guess what? Mark's a little bit slow to congratulate his rival. I don't blame him, to be fair, because unfortunately to be beaten by .060, so 600ths of a second, is always very annoying indeed. That really looked like a Donkersley's race, but I have to say that was a great punch out of the corner. Sorry, Haig's race, but a great punch out of the corner there by Donkersley. So Freddie Bate finished in third, ahead of Steve Rapper. Kate Watt up next, and it's Ollie Sims, then Damien Lee up next. Watson rounds out your top 8. Now we're just waiting for that battle in the rookie Minitwins. Let's see if Tim Wood has managed to overcome Mr. Bryan. Well, Rob Bryan was running away now. It is going to be the Andy Friend coloured machine there over the line. So Rob Bryan, new name for us, but starts as he, or finishes as he started, right at the very sharp end. But most importantly for Tim Wood, who started a long way back relatively in 7th place there. It's another 20 or 40 points, I don't know. We're not quite sure what the first half was, but obviously we have lap charts and things like that to look at a little bit later. But he does indeed, Rob Bryan does indeed win the race ahead of Tim Wood. Then in 3rd place, it is the machine of Mr. George Davies.